Hello, Lorenzo here. I wanted to try something new. I wanted to talk about The Flash, Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot. So, here it goes. So, what happens? Barry Allen, when he was a kid, his mom was murdered by a mysterious man in a lightning storm in his house, but nobody believes him. His dad is put in for prison. Years later, Barry is working for the police as CSI. He was adopted by Joe West, a cop, and he was living with him and his daughter Iris West that he has a crush on, but she sees him as a best friend. Oops. But yeah, he's living on his own now, but he still works closely with them. He's still close family. He's really excited about seeing this particle accelerator go off, and then he misses it because he has to chase a burglar. He goes back to his crime lab, and then particle accelerator gets destroyed. So then wave of mysterious energy covers the city, and then a lightning bolt hits Barry. He's put into a coma. 9 months later, he wakes up at Star Labs, the place that created the particle accelerator, and you've got Cisco Ramon, Caitlin Snow, and Harrison Wells that have been looking after him. And then later, Barry discovers that he has super speed, and he thinks it's fun and dandy, but then turns out there are other metahumans, one of them being a criminal that they were looking for at the beginning of the episode, Clyde Martin. He can control the weather. And so he wants to stop him. He wants to be the hero, but people are telling him either, no, that's a crazy idea, he's gonna get hurt, or they just straight up don't believe him. It is a bit of a ridiculous story. But then he talks with his friend Oliver, the Arrow, and he encourages him to do so. He talks with his friends from Star Labs, and they get him in a suit. He goes after him. This guy, Martin, he creates a tornado, and so Barry tries to run around the opposite direction. He can't at first, but then Harrison Wells encourages him. He can do this, and so he goes faster, and boom, stopped. Barry almost gets shot, but Joe saves him. That's good. And Joe finally believes him, and then they decide to reopen the case, but they also decide to hide it from Iris. Meanwhile, Barry and his friends at Star Labs, they have decided that they're gonna find other metahumans while Barry stops other criminals and does good for the city any way he can. Whew, that's a lot. I must say, I love this episode so much. I have seen it 4 times. 2 times on my own. One just checking out, the other time binge watching the series, and then the other 2 times were showing my sister and my friend, and they both loved it too. It's just a very fun episode. It makes super speed, superpowers in general look like a fun experience. Still shows the danger, but makes it look like a very awesome, engaging experience. Barry, he's very nice. He's got such a good heart even after that poor murder. Cisco, he's funny, also adorable. Caitlin, she's a bit more cynical, but her fiance was killed in the particle accelerator explosion, so you can understand that. Joe West, he's a very good guy, but he's very serious, and he doesn't believe any of the science fiction like stuff until he witnesses it himself. Iris, she's cool, she's got some sass, and she really does not see Barry's crush. Like, he wakes up from a coma, she's dating another police officer. Harrison Wells, he's an interesting guy. He ends up in a wheelchair, supposedly. There's an after the end scene where he goes into a mysterious room, and then he stands up from the wheelchair, takes off his glasses, and he opens up a hologram of a newspaper from the year 2024 talking about the Flash's disappearance. So we don't know who or what he really is. And that's something to figure out as we'll watch the show. I've never seen the rest of the show. And yeah, it gets insane. Overall, highly recommended. I definitely continued the experience just from that episode alone. And go check it out. I hope you all really enjoy it, because I certainly did. Alright. See you soon.